Some Swifties are really upset with Taylor Swift and her new relationship, and some are even exposing her new boyfriend for his problematic behavior and questioning Taylor's morals for aligning with someone so controversial. This has the fandom ranging from slightly saddened to completely up in arms and expressing their disappointment in Taylor for her dating choices. Also, I want to talk about Taylor Swift interrupting her performance this weekend to yell at security who were getting too physical with fans in the audience. Hello, it's me. This is Paint and Sip, where we draw and talk about the internet and pop culture. While we explore this topic, I invite anybody to make art along with me while we chat and hang out. And if you want to share what you made, you can send it to me on Instagram or Twitter at PaintandSipYT. And finally, before getting started, I would like to thank Literal E, Yuki Yeller, and Fabian for supporting my $5 tier on Patreon. Your support helps me out as a small artist and allows me to keep making fun animal art and stickers that serve as the art benefits from my Patreon tiers. As always, Patreon and everything is linked in the description. And with that, I am ready to get started if you are. For the last 6 years, Taylor Swift has been in a serious relationship with actor Joe Alwyn. Although their love life has been kept relatively private for the duration of their relationship, Taylor has been as open as she can be about being extremely happy with him, with Joe even being credited as co-writer for many of her love songs, and her relationship being credited as the inspiration for multiple songs, including Lavender Haze from her latest album, Midnights. Last month, however, it was revealed by a source close to Taylor that her relationship with Joe had ended amicably sometime in around February of this year, right before the start of the Eras tour. Taylor Swift herself had never confirmed or denied, but fans took it as confirmation when Taylor deleted her TikTok where she talks about Lavender Haze being inspired by her relationship. Over the past several weeks after the news broke about the breakup, fans have been tirelessly investigating the social media accounts of Taylor, Joe, and anyone and everyone associated with them to try to figure out what happened and whether or not the breakup was actually amicable as the source claimed. Some fans have come to the conclusion that the breakup may have been messier than it was led on to be because of the pattern of people either unfollowing or blocking Joe following the news of the breakup, including some of Taylor's best friends and even some mutual friends between both Taylor and Joe. To take this a step further, some people have made the connection that some of Taylor's friends seemed to block or unfollow Joe online immediately after being with Taylor in person, leaving fans to speculate that there was some gossip and some conversation that may have led to the social media unfollowing sprees. Just a few short weeks following the announcement of Taylor and Joe's relationship and their breakup, it was reported that Taylor Swift had begun dating Maddie Healy, frontman for the 1975. It's currently unclear how serious this new relationship is because some sources are reporting that they are madly in love, with other sources reporting something closer along the lines of they're just hanging out and having fun. Sources also added that unlike Taylor's last relationship that was kept pretty private and out of the spotlight, they would like to be more open and public with their relationship. When this news first broke, many Taylor Swift fans were in denial, claiming Taylor was way out of Maddie Healy's league and there was no way she would want to be with him. But that was quickly proven wrong when Maddie was seen in the VIP section of all 3 of Taylor's Nashville shows for her tour last weekend. And confirmation was even further cemented when the two were spotted together last week and pictured holding hands in New York. With this confirmation, many fans in the Twitter standom have been openly expressing their disappointment in Taylor for her choice to date and align herself with Maddie Healy because of how controversial and problematic they claim him to be. This TikTok user, Patty Pop Culture, posted this TikTok explaining why people think he is so problematic.
So let's start with the first of the 5 most problematic things that Maddie Healy has ever said or done that makes Taylor Swift's fans hate him. First, and we're really starting off crazy here, is that Maddie was doing a certain march and salute made famous by a certain group of people that Kanye West identifies with. And he said, "Thank you, Kanye. Very cool for supporting them." Second, his fans don't like his casual on stage. 30 said some really horrible things, mocking Ice Spice, her appearance, her accent, and just mocking API accents in general. He's also misogynistic. When those past dating rumors were going around in 2015, Matt said that dating Taylor Swift would be really emasculating for him. Maddie Healy, apologists, would say that he is a educated, woke, and well-moraled man who actually stands up for what's right. And once you really figure out who he is, you see that he is just a provocateur who says things to get a rise out of people and then will backpedal and win people's love back by saying the politically correct opinion that he actually means.
Alternatively, some Taylor Swift fans are adamantly taking Taylor Swift's side and supporting her new relationship. They respect her and believe she should be able to make her own decisions without the approval of her fans for anything, and that she is a grown adult and she knows what she is doing when aligning herself with people. But this recent BuzzFeed article has fans rethinking their stance even further. This article quotes a fan saying, "Someone said either he isn't as bad as we think or she isn't as good as we think. Pick one. I hate to say it, but I'm leaning toward her." Once this article was shared on Taylor Swift's fan-made subreddit, one user wrote, "Okay, here's the thing. Taylor can date who she wants and have a messy rebound, whatever. That's fine. But her choice to associate with someone who recorded a podcast about so vile that Spotify and Apple took it down is where things took a turn. I saw this a few days ago on another subreddit and have been processing it. I've been a fan of Taylor since debut. I defended her against accusations that You Need to Calm Down was just a cash grab. I ate up Miss Americana and her activism there. I admired her decision to take her to trial, and then to have her associating with a anti-feminist and just overall horrible human. From everything I've learned, it just sucks because it really does feel like a slap in the face in that she isn't the intersectional feminist I thought she was." And then there are the fans who simply believe this is nothing but a PR relationship cultivated to take the heat off of Joe, who has been under brutal scrutiny since the breakup announcement. I can personally see this as being true, especially if the relationship ending was truly amicable as it was reported to be. Perhaps this new relationship announcement is simply a ploy to distract the attention away from Joe and to protect him against the online harassment that he has been facing. So what do you think? Do you support Taylor's new relationship? Do you disapprove of it? Or do you think it's just a PR stunt to take away the attention from the breakup? Now let's talk about what happened over the weekend at Taylor's Philadelphia show on Saturday night when she had to stand up for fans and yell at security in the middle of a performance. Taylor often walks down to the end of the stage during her performances to dance and interact with fans in the front row. Apparently, security thought fans were getting too close to the barricade, which resulted in them physically putting their hands on people in the crowd and pushing them away, being, quote, extremely aggressive for no reason, as detailed on Twitter by a fan who was there when it happened, with another fan tweeting out that one security guard actually pushed them back into their chair at one point. During this chaos, Taylor Swift addressed security and yelled at them to stop in between singing lines for her performance of Bad Blood. Here's the video as posted on TikTok by a fan in the audience. After this situation went viral, the fan in question was actually given free tickets to another show. The fan took to TikTok to assure everybody that she is fine and everything is good and worked out. Here's what she said.
Okay, I was the girl from that Taylor talked to last night. Basically, the guard had been like harassing our group all night just to like, he just kept telling us not to touch the rail, and like every time we did anything, he was like on top of us. We're dancing, we're having fun, and he didn't like it. And Taylor noticed that I was having fun and that he didn't like it, and she didn't like it, and then he basically like got escorted out, and then they offered us free tickets for tonight. It wasn't this big crazy thing. It was like just a bunch of girls having a good time, and he didn't want us to have fun.
So Taylor Swift fans may be upset with her for her recent dating choices, but they are definitely commending her for standing up against aggressive security and defending the fans in her audience. So what are your thoughts on everything? I hate outros, so okay, bye.